Following a 6-hour meeting chaired by David Lammy and JD Vance, the US Vice President, we have a joint statement by Keir Starmer and the leaders of other major European countries, Italy, Germany, France, Poland, Finland and the EU. The result of this meeting, those national leaders have put out a pretty powerful statement of what they believe should be the principles underlying peace in Ukraine as Donald Trump goes off to meet Vladimir Putin. While they welcome, they say, Trump's desire to bring the war to an end, they say we are convinced that only active diplomacy, support to Ukraine, who must be involved, they say, in these negotiations, and pressure on the Russian Federation to end their illegal war, they say, can succeed. And they're willing to support that diplomatically and militarily. They say we agree these vital interests include robust and credible security guarantees. So there's a suggestion there, not explicit, that perhaps Ukraine would need to be protected by NATO, for example, if it were to agree a ceasefire. And they say Ukraine has the freedom of choice over its own destiny. Borders must not be changed by force, they say. And the current line of contact should be the starting point for negotiations, not the end point. And that comes after Steve Witkoff, the president's special envoy, met Vladimir Putin. There were suggestions that something had been discussed involving a freezing of the conflict along the current lines in return for some territory being given to Russia. President Zelensky has suggested that would be rejected, and the European leaders say Ukraine must decide where must negotiate this settlement. And they also point out how many conventions Russia has broken with this invasion, and say that peace in Ukraine must protect our vital security interests. So this is Europe seeing those reports of what Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin may discuss and putting together its own principles for how peace should be negotiated. And I'm sure there will be more coming out from some of these key European leaders in the days before this key meeting in Alaska. So a major development, I think, from the leaders of the UK and other major European countries.